everyone, welcome back. I want to do a quick little haul here from my ACB National Convention 2024 that we went to. A couple of these things I think I showed off already in previous videos. I will leave the little playlist up in the cards and down below for this year's convention. A lot of it has been recap videos with some clips put in that I did on my phone or my camera. Not so much actual daily vlogging like we did in 2019. Maybe that will return next year, I don't know. Let's start off here. I want to show this shirt that I got from the iFly Indoor Skydiving. It is their Shaka symbol. It does say iFly on it. A Shaka is like a little hand sign that you make. It is your thumb and pinky finger facing outward with your 3 middle fingers put down. This is so fun. It says iFly. You can see that there is their little logo of the guy flying, like the little silhouette inside of the Shaka. It is tie-dye, meaning that each tie-dye shirt that they had was slightly different. It's a really cute shirt. It's good quality, I think, and you can kind of feel the Shaka symbol and the other stuff on it. The next thing that I want to show off is probably like one of the coolest shirts that I think I've gotten. This is from K1. There is a car on there. It does say K1 Racing. I think that the car is one of the go-karts. Not 100% sure. It is a light beige shirt. The coloring on it is like a vibrant blue and red, almost like a neon, but not really. Actually, interestingly enough, the label on the inside of the tag, the shirt's tagless, and the label inside does say K1. It's also really, really soft, which I like as well. Another shirt that I got from the hotel gift shop, honestly, real talk, the hotel gift shop was where it's at. This is gonna sound absolutely ridiculous. They had so many things that were Jacksonville branded on it. I got my dad a really nice hat. It's like a light gray hat. The back of it is black mesh. On the front, there's like a patch that's, I think, leather or fake leather. And it's a brown patch. And in that, there are like a palm tree or two. And it says Jacksonville, Florida. I think it also says the year that it was established. I don't really know. But I got myself this t-shirt that is a coral pink color, and it says Jacksonville, Florida on it in white. This is a large, and I tried it on and it's huge on me, but that's just because I couldn't really find a medium, and I am okay with having a large because I feel like it might shrink when I dry it or whatever. I couldn't find anything cool to get my mom, but I did end up getting this cute magnet. I'll actually show you guys. These guys, the little flamingos, and they say Jacksonville underneath on like a sign, and all around it it's like plumerias or something, and the little flamingos are making a heart shape at the top. It's really cute and it's really tactile. I like it a lot. Ankar got one that looks really cool. It is blue and white. It's an Adirondack chair. There is a flamingo with it that is pink. Next to the blue Adirondack chair, there is like this blue and white destination signpost that say like Jacksonville on it at the top. I also got a hat from K1 for my dad. I think I talked about this in the tour video. The hat itself is white and it says property of K1 Speed in like a light blue embroidered. Not 100% sure where it is, otherwise I would show you guys. This is the ACB t-shirt for this year. I'm gonna finally unfold it. You may have remembered seeing this when we did the video where we talked about the gift bags, the ACB favor bags. This is this year's t-shirt. It's supposed to show a rocket launch, so I don't know where they got this image from for the t-shirt, but it's too busy in my opinion, and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. So I think that maybe they could have edited it a little bit, because it looks like there's the rocket happening and then there's like all these clouds and stuff behind the ship. I don't know what they could have done, to be honest with you, but maybe something. They do have a description of this shirt on the convention website, or they did. I don't know if they still do. Below the image it says where the sun shines bright, and then it says American Council of the Blind on one side, ACB with the corresponding braille cells underneath, and next to that it says Blinded Veterans Association with their logo, which is some stars.
Hey guys, editing me here. I actually found the image that they used for this. It was on the top of the ACB 2024 program that I have in like a Word document because I opted for all my stuff electronically. This is the actual image I think that they pulled for the t-shirt use. It is that rocket launch that was described. However, I really don't think that it transferred well when they were doing line art for it. I don't know what they used to convert it, if they had just sent it to a print shop or what exactly happened with it, but I think that the actual full color image, in my opinion, maybe would have been a better use here. I know in the past with the New York and the Minnesota t-shirts that they had, those images were in full color for like the convention logos of those years. So I'm not quite sure why they didn't do that this year. Although I know for Schaumburg, when it was in Illinois, they didn't do a full color one. It was just white on a red shirt. I think that the shirt overall is fine. It's just that maybe in the future they could do something to make it less busy and easier to see what's happening.
On the back of the shirt, we have our sponsors for the convention. Google, Verizon, Amazon, all of those good people. I'm not going to go through all the sponsors. There are a lot of them. That's all the shirts I got. The convention t-shirt I got when I registered for a convention. There was an option to pick if you wanted the t-shirt or the pin. I do actually have the pin. It is somewhere upstairs. The pin looks like the state of Florida, like it's shaped like the state of Florida, and it says ACB on it. Usually when we have the convention pins, I think they are typically shaped like the state that we are in for a convention. They do typically say ACB. You guys saw the Glidance hat already. I have 2 of them. Onkar also has 2 of them. This is mine. My second one I handed to my father. The back of it is adjustable and it snaps like to adjust it. Probably look a little ridiculous right now, but to be honest with you, I don't really care. I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the video. I got this, I want to say it came from the Freedom Scientific booth. Not 100% sure. It says Polara. It's a little zipper pouch. There are 3 zippers on it. There's also this handle here that you can put on like a keychain or something. In here I just have a few business cards to kind of keep them consolidated. The pouch is blue. The accents on it are black. It's like a little nylon thing. Another thing that we got from Orcam, which is interesting. First off, Orcam is a little thing that clips onto your glasses. It can kind of like describe to you what is going on. Like it can read street signs and stuff. I think I talked about it a little tiny bit when we did the goodie bag look through because there is advertising in there for Orcam. But they were handing out these. This is a giant pen and it is an actual pen. It does work. You just have to like rotate the bottom and the tip will come out, and it's see-through. The top part, this is a keychain, so you can put it on something, but also this, where the keychain is, screws off, and inside they included a USB-A to Lightning and USB-C cable, like it's split. I don't have one of these, and honestly I could probably use one, so I'm glad that that was a thing. This was a freebie from the Orcam booth. Onkar did some recon at the exhibit hall one day when I was not there, and he ended up with a bunch of freebies, like duplicates, because you know he was getting stuff for me since I was not with him. This is really difficult to get back in the stupid pen. Anyway, another thing that I got from the Vespero booth, who used to be Freedom Scientific, they're the people who make JAWS and also now ZoomText because they're all one company, is this guy. He's a little stress shark, and on his noggin it says Freedom Scientific up there. They had these in like a thing that they were giving out, so of course I grabbed one because who doesn't want a stress shark? It looks exactly like a shark would. The top of it is gray, the bottom of it is white, like the belly. You can feel that the mouth is open. I don't know, it's a free shark guy. It's Freedom Scientific branded. Not that I use any of their stuff because I have a Mac. The last thing, of course, is the Glidance tote bag, which you guys saw when we talked about the exhibit hall. This was given to us by Glidance. They are the people who do Glide, which is the robot guide dog that we demoed. I also got candy from Sweet Pete's. Another thing I wanted to show before I forgot, you guys may have seen I've been wearing this bracelet. I also got another one if I can locate it. So one of the days during the general session, Onkar won a door prize. They do these all the time, these door prizes. They bring them out during the sessions. Some affiliates have them and they also do them during general session. So you can get one if you're virtual or if you're there in person. He won $25 donated by the Florida Council and a $10 free item for a woman's booth in the vendor marketplace. This woman's name is Kerry. She does this beautiful jewelry. She also crochets and donates a lot of things to the auctions every year for ACB. I've been wearing this pink and purple-ish bracelet in these videos because it goes with my top. I can't remember what the names of these stones are are or beads that are in this. It was written on the plastic bag that it was in. They were $10 each, so I did use my free coupon for one of them, and then I bought the other one because she makes really good stuff. It's really good quality, but also, like, I think very reasonably priced. She is sighted. Her husband is blind. She always does a really good job with the things that she has. One more quick thing I want to show off that I really love. Let me go get it. They're little coffee cozies. I can't remember if I showed the book one before. A friend of Onkar's does these. I ended up becoming friends with her as well. The book one I got quite a while ago. She shipped it to my home. The dog one, she had a table at the convention's vendor marketplace, which is something that they do outside of general session usually every morning. It is blind or sighted small vendors, like people who are not in the exhibit hall, who can't get an exhibit hall space because like they're small businesses. This is a yellow lab, and she did them in several shades of yellow as well as chocolate and black. She also did golden retrievers in several shades. This is made with felt. She sewed it all together. The dog obviously is tactile, and it goes over like a Starbucks to-go cup or whatever. The backing of it is bright blue. The trim on the top and bottom is a bright pink. The dog itself is a kind of like a caramel color lab reminiscent of fawn. The dog is also wearing a pink sort of collar or bandana or something with a pink flower that has a little yellow center. The book one that I've had for a while, like I said, is brown for the backing, dark green for the trim on the top and bottom. The book itself is varying shades of green with white pages, and I think that that's gold or brown or something for the book spine. I think it looks more like a gold color to me, at least in this lighting. I will leave her Etsy down below as well as her Facebook. It is Eco Trinkets. Honestly, she does such a great job with these. She did a whole bunch of dogs for the convention because of guide dogs, obviously. So I think that the dogs were a pretty big seller for her. She also does different seasonal ones like black cats for Halloween, different types of flowers, hearts for Valentine's Day. Another cool thing that she does, she will put jewels on them and make them into braille. She can do up to 4 cells now just because of the way that these things are with how tight the space is. For example, she had one that had a sun on it, and I think it said love or joy or something. I can't remember. She does such a great job, and I'm really glad that I was able to get this from her in person because she had such a large stock of the dog ones, and I think they sold out pretty quickly, or at least I hope they did. Like I said, I will leave her down below in the description, her Etsy and her Facebook. Her Facebook is where she puts like first come, first serve on all of her stuff. She lives in Hawaii, so when she gives you the cost of the thing, it always includes the shipping. She will also make stuff to order. For example, we have a friend who wanted a book one because they felt the book one that I have, they just said to her, okay, use your best judgment for color. She will do stuff like that. I did not end up coming back with a lot of things this year, which is great. Like, I don't need a billion things. I'm trying to limit the things that I get, but these t-shirts are so much fun. Like, who doesn't love tie-dye? They're comfortable. Like, I could wear them anywhere, and they're soft, and they're like good quality t-shirts. Onkar got a hat from K1. He got a big magnet from iFly. There was a shirt from iFly that we both saw that we really wanted. Unfortunately, it was kid sizing, and they didn't have an adult size that would fit us. I think maybe if I got like the biggest kid size, it would have fit me fine. It was a black t-shirt. It said iFly on it, and like there was this arch over the iFly that had the different positions of the little profile of the guy, like in different flight positions. But they didn't have that in adult sizing, and I wish they did. However, I'm glad that they had the Shaka one because that was fun. That is my little convention haul. I know it was very brief. Really happy with the bracelet that I got, as well as the coffee cozy and the various t-shirts. Like I said, convention for me this year, had a great time. Really enjoyed it. If you guys want to learn more about what exactly happened in terms of the tours that we went on, the exhibit hall space, the hotel itself, please watch those videos. They will be linked up throughout this, and they will also be down in the description, and they are on a playlist that will be at the end of this video in the end screen. I am really looking forward to the ACB convention next year in Dallas. The last time it was in Dallas was actually 10 years ago next year. It was in Dallas in 2015. That was my first convention as a guide dog user, and that was also my first convention after I graduated college. So that that will be weird going back to Dallas. Luckily, we're not going to be at the same hotel that we were at last time. The hotel we were at last time was a Sheraton, and it was really difficult to navigate. Every elevator bank went to different floors, and that made it difficult, especially because we switched rooms partway through the week, and that meant going to a different elevator bank and also reorienting our dogs to where we needed to go, which was not great. But this one should be fairly easy. It's a Hyatt. Again, I already looked at it online. It looks like it should be pretty easy to navigate the hotel itself. I think it's going to be similar setup to the one that we had this year, where all of the convention stuff will be on the main levels and all of the rooms are up above, but that is to be seen when we get there. From what I heard, there's also a trolley service that goes to the Arts District somewhere in Dallas and has a lot of restaurants and shops and stuff, because there wasn't a whole lot to do in Jacksonville that you could just walk to, and if you did walk, you were kind of picking your battles because of how disgustingly hot and humid it was, because we were there in the dead of summer. I know it's going to be really hot next year in Dallas, but at least having the trolley option, not having to rely on Lyft or Uber all the time, is going to be hopefully helpful. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, please leave them down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one. Bye.